In this video, I want to present a good model for online course designs. Jilly Solomon has developed this five-stage model of hers based on the research we have on distance education. And this model is mostly aimed at adult students, and as far as I can tell, it's also mostly thought of as an asynchronous model. But I think that you can easily adapt this model to also your synchronous online courses. Now, the idea in this model is that you need to take it step by step with your students so that the students gain confidence and they gain the knowledge and skills to communicate online and to take part in different activities, to collaborate, and to learn and study on their own. So the idea is that the amount of interactivity on the student's part should grow during a course, while the teacher's interactivity should become less with time, because you want your students to become more independent as online learners. I like this model because it highlights access and motivation as the first step. And this is a step that we often forget when we teach. Teachers are often very focused on getting started with the content and studying the content. But the fact is, it's really important to welcome your students and to encourage them to get acquainted with the digital space and the course outline before you continue with the course. So some teachers have small introductory assignments as a way for students to learn a bit more about the digital space, and also to perhaps turn in assignments or communicate with the teacher somehow. So on the first level, we often have mostly teacher student interactions. But this changes during the course because this model builds on ideas of collaboration between course participants. Um, and I think that the first step in this model is also very helpful in synchronous settings. And I often think about this when I meet students in Zoom, and I want them to get acquainted to Zoom and also acquainted to communicating and using Zoom for our group sessions. So I might have a small chat session where we present ourselves and I get to know the students. And if the group is small, then I ask them to present themselves also via the microphone. And I encourage them to keep their cameras on so that we all see each other. And in that way, we can create a good social presence during this course. And then on the second level, we have online socialization, and this is where you want your students to start sending and receiving messages, and also getting to know each other. So this is an important step in introducing the students to each other, but also to the upcoming collaboration. And again, it's often a good idea to let groups of students socialize a bit and get to know each other before they're expected to start collaborating. That way, they can establish a community and a sense of social presence in between each other. And on level 4, the student is gaining confidence in taking responsibility for the group work, and also her or his studying process. And the teacher's role is more a facilitator than an active teacher. And then on stage 5 or level 5, the student is able to use the content and transform it to her or his different settings, and also use a lot of different resources that helps the studying process. So basically, the student becomes more and more independent, and the teacher can take on a more supporting and responding role rather uh, than leading the student very tightly through their studies.